End of the day, we have to win. Okay, we can't like do TV ads and not go on Joe Rogan or not do social media anymore.
If you follow democratic politics, then you know ActBlue. More than just a fundraising website, it is the tech backbone of thousands of democratic campaigns, from presidential races all the way down to school board races. Over the past year, the ActBlue story has had everything from highs and lows to lawsuits and political controversy. On a more serious note, there has also been record breaking growth and big time mergers, all shaping the way Democratic candidates win and compete their elections. And the big headline: in September 2025, ActBlue has acquired Impactive, a digital organizing platform that has helped thousands of campaigns text and phone bank. So, in today's episode of the Tech and Tactics podcast, we're going to discuss what this means for the Democrats and the future of campaign organizing. We're going to be joined by CallHub CEO Augustus, who's going to talk to us about the implications. Let's talk numbers. In Q2 of 2025, ActBlue raised a jaw-dropping $390 million as grassroots small donors rallied online. During the last election cycle, ActBlue processed more than $3.8 billion, more than twice what the Republican platform WinRed managed. Now, on the organizing front, NGP WAN, ActBlue's closest tech rival and yet another tentpole tech platform for the Democrats, handled 1.9 billion contact attempts, knocked on 270 million doors, and registered 12 million events last year. Together, ActBlue and NGP WAN anchor the Democratic campaign machine, giving candidates digital reach, voter data, and fundraising power at a near universal scale. Coming to you, Augustus. Now, ActBlue is getting bigger with the acquisition of Impactive. What do you think this means for the Democrats and for campaigning technology in general?
I think there is consolidation happening in the democratic tech space. NGP WAN entered payments sometime middle of last year, and their payments has been the fastest growing business in NGP WAN's arsenal. ActBlue has been traditionally been the payment platform for the Democrats. Now they want to expand, and they are, I think, entering a little bit into the NGP WAN territory. More tools in their arsenal. Their press release talks about how they want to build a all-in-one platform, a campaign in a box kind of a platform. So I think this is overall good. I think there are two sort of big players emerging, turning out to building this kind of like an all-in-one platform. And we've been trying to do that as well. And so I know some of the challenges of building that kind of a platform. And there is good enough space for all of us to thrive. So I think there'll be a lot more competition. It's a good thing for the democratic ecosystem. We've been stuck with one of few set of tools. Now they'll have more tools.
Okay.
More investments going in this area. This market is actually generally becoming bigger as we so many election cycles have progressed. So this is good sign.
Any cons that you feel are coming from this?
Some cons, I think. ActBlue has been under fire recently for some of their tactics in 2024. NGP WAN has been, people have moved out of NGP WAN because of the Bontera acquisition and some of the PE firms controlling a lot of the democratic tech stack. And this whole campaign in a box, all in one platform, comes with a set of challenges, I think. We've been in the space for longer. We've been here for about 10 years now, trying to fight all these different battles, right? Once you become an all-in-one platform, you essentially have 10 different fights that you're doing with best-in-class tools in each of those areas, right? If you're talking about field tools, we are one of the best field tools in the market today.
Sure.
Compared to anybody else, you think about Impactive or Scale to Win, empirically, our customers are seeing 5x the outcome in the field when they use CallHub, right? So because we have invested so much in making that happen, if you're talking to 5 people as a contact rate using Scale to Win or Impactive, you're probably seeing 25 in CallHub, and people who use that just love it. So if you're going to compete with best-in-class tools like this across multiple different domains, it's significantly harder, I think. That's one potential con of this.
Now, speaking of cons, one of the major cons ActBlue and NGP WAN is facing are their troubles, possibly political or even tech-based. Let's look at some of the details. ActBlue is facing major scrutiny, especially from Republicans. Now, earlier this year, President Trump ordered the Justice Department to investigate alleged straw donors and foreign contributions on ActBlue, sparking a firestorm over campaign finance. NGP WAN isn't immune to problems either. Campaigns relying too heavily on one CRM have run into tech outages and glitches, leading to some groups already asking for a diversification of the tech that the Democrats use. Now, on that topic, Augustus, do you think that this is a problem? Should Democrats be worried about these kind of attacks or the pillar of their tech companies?
No, I think the bigger the company it is, the bigger a target it is
Of
for
course.
the Republicans and the far right people to attack it, right? So NGP WAN was a big player, so they had a lot of attacks from the Republican side, and I think ActBlue is also facing a lot of attacks. We don't know exactly what the details of all of these things are, but I think the ecosystem is pretty big. um, we have tools like CallHub, which has been like rapidly expanding in so many different areas, right? We've been investing in field tools, we've been investing in training volunteers on the field. Now we've started helping people with fundraising. So it's like there are still best in class tools out there. So therefore, I think there is no shortage of tools in the ecosystem, and I think there is good amount of investment going in. So people should look at like tools like CallHub and use these different tools to see what is the best thing that can get them the outcome that they want. Right? See, at the end of the day, tools are just like tools. Okay, we still have to win. We have to have a strong message, a good strategy, do the work, and win elections. So it's not just tools anymore. I think figure out what is can give us the best outcome that we really want.
So the Democrats need not be worried about, let's say, tomorrow if Trump just orders ActBlue shutdown as a political attack, you feel the Democratic campaigns can still, win elections, continue with their technology that they have?
Absolutely, we can win elections, but I think that should be the focus. Okay, the focus should be okay. Let's go win elections this time.
So, speaking about the few upcoming elections that are coming now, as a major stakeholder in the campaign organizing space, and you're a tech leader yourself, what excites you about the elections that are coming up? Do you think it's going to be a big deal?
The last couple of years has seen the most innovation that I've seen in my career so far. Okay, like there are so many, like just within CallHub we have like I think 3 or 4 projects going on, which is like sort of pushing the boundaries of what's possible in this space. And I see a lot more players also doing that kind of stuff, right? Like exciting stuff happening in the campaign space. I think campaign organizing has also moved from the traditional way of organizing with like TV ads and newspaper ads to like the newer way of organizing it. So that's a lot of innovation happening there. So I'm really excited about the kind of tools and the impact that we're going to create with these new tools in 2026.
When it comes to, let's say, campaign organizers, because those are the kind of people who mostly like listen to us and are use CallHub, which is like campaign organizers, campaign managers. What do you want them to look forward to now that the election's coming up?
You should look at new tools. You should look at social media as a tool. Like 2026 is going to be not fought on TV ads. That's gone. Okay, I don't know how many of you really watch TV. Do you really watch cable TV still? Nobody does. Like people are on internet TV, right? Like Netflix, YouTube, all connected TV platforms, social media, Instagram, um, whatever Mamda needed, right? In sort of using social media as the top of the funnel, like engage people, look for people who likes and comments your social media posts, engage with them, like immediately message them, bring them through the funnel, right? Like get their email, get their phone number. So that is the new way of organizing. It's not the traditional way of organizing. Therefore, you should look for new tools and look for best in class tools in those areas and try new things is what I will say. But end of the day, we have to win. Okay, we can't like do TV ads and not go on Joe Rogan or like not do social media anymore.
That seems like a good place to wrap this up. All right, thank you for watching the Tech and Tactics podcast. Now, whether you're a campaigner, whether you're actually going to stand for elections or just campaign curious, keep an eye out and we'll let you know all the latest things you need to win elections and to make a difference. See you next time. Bye.